Terence Crawford deserves to be in the ring with Canelo Alvarez, meaning that he has a chance.
Everybody wants to fight with me, but if the fight made sense, why not?
After a masterclass performance by Canelo Alvarez against Jermell Charlo, this Mexican boxing superstar is ready to pick up the gloves again. And from the looks of it, the boxing fanatics might be getting the fight of their dreams. If you were one of the fans begging for Terence versus Canelo to see the light of day, I have some good news for you. Canelo Alvarez has agreed to get in the ring with Terence Crawford, and this has sent the whole world into a frenzy. Yep, you heard that right, guys. We are finally living in a world where this fight is currently in the works. But hey, don't hold your breath just yet. There is still an entire contract that needs to be signed, but by judging the reaction of Crawford on this call-out, this fight might be coming to our doors sooner than we think. So without further ado, let's dig deep into what Bud had to say about going head-to-head with the Mexican monster. After finishing the job with Jermell Charlo, Canelo was put on the spot when asked whether he was interested in fighting Terence Crawford. Now this had the crowd going wild, especially when this is what Canelo had to say. If the fight makes sense, then why not? Now guys, let's be real here. This fight makes perfect sense. Terence, coming off an epic victory against Spence, put him in the prime spots with one of the best fighters today. He is undefeated. Now say what you want about this fight being a mismatch, but Bud has never tasted defeat in his life. Now we can't really say the same about Canelo, so you can't count Terence out just yet. Both the guys are in their prime and at the top of their divisions, so it's about time these two settle the score once and for all on who is the one and true king of boxing. This is not just your normal boxing fight where two guys come into the ring, fight, and get paid. This is more about proving a point. It is all about legacy for both the fighters, especially Terence Crawford. Imagine having a record of 40-0 with 31 of those wins coming from a way of knockout and yet still being doubted by the fighting world. Yep, you heard that right. Terence Crawford has been criticized for cherry-picking his opponents, which is ironic considering his last fight was against Errol Spence. Now let me tell you one thing, folks. Errol Spence is no joke. Keep in mind that most of the people predicted Errol to wipe the floor with Bud, but quite literally the opposite happened. Crawford took Spence to deep waters and drowned him. It was a complete beatdown. He made him kiss the canvas 3 times before he stopped him in the 9th round. Now that's saying something about the guy, come on. When Terence came to know that Canelo wanted a little smoke with him, he saw that as an opportunity to finally showcase to the world that Terence Crawford is the top dog. And he's hungry to silence all his doubters, and getting in there with the Mexican boxer is the perfect opportunity to do so. In a recent interview, when Crawford was asked if he had what it takes to stop Canelo, without flinching, the American boxer said, "Who, me? Yeah, I'll beat any of these fighters. Sometimes I can't believe it that I'm the best fighter in the world. I'm the best. I really believe it. I'd be like, damn, I'm Terence Crawford." Oh boy, the confidence is there for Bud, and that is exactly what you need when you're going against the best of the best. We're potentially in for the fight of the decade, guys. But let's not forget, Canelo has stated that he's agreeing to fight Bud on one brutal condition. Now, who didn't see that coming? Because Canelo isn't one to put ink on the contract without a fight. His one and only condition is that if Crawford wants a shot at the head of the table, then he needs to jump 3 weight classes up classes to do so. Now that's gotta change things. Surely, because coming up to 3 weight classes to fight the best boxer there is right now isn't just a walk in the park. This puts Bud at a major disadvantage. At that weight, Terence Crawford won't be as fast or as quick on his feet. Now, I don't know about you guys, but this surely looks like Canelo does not want him to be at his best when he steps into the ring with him. Canelo fears that Crawford can pull the big upset. His best play was to get the best out of the negotiations, and from the looks of it, Canelo is already in the lead. But hear me out, guys. Even this evil move from the Mexican boxer didn't put any hesitation on Crawford's side in making this fight happen. This is what the American boxer had to say. "I am willing to do what it takes to fight Canelo, including jumping 3 divisions up to have a legacy-defining fight." Where is this confidence coming from? That's a pretty bold statement there by Bud. You just know that he ain't coming to play. He's coming to fight. Many boxing purists believe that it would also be good to see Crawford jump fewer weight classes to meet the so-called lion and try to make him look like a cub. Crawford is not one to sit around and let Canelo do all the talk. He is in for all the smoke. When Canelo was asked about Crawford's legitimacy as a great boxer, he said, "I respect Crawford. He's a very talented fighter, but he just won 1 big fight. If you see his record, he's just beaten 1 good fighter. Other than that, I don't think he's beaten other great fighters. Oh boy, again with the criticism. Now surely this fired up the American boxer, who then went ahead and called Canelo crazy and delusional. All this trash talking is already hyping this fight, as bad blood is building between these two. This back and forth has taken the internet by a huge storm, and boxing fans are gathering on Twitter to show their excitement for this fight. One said Buggin' Crawford would knock out Canelo. Another tweeted, "I respect Bud's amazing skills, but Canelo is right. Bud's best win is Spence. Portier lost all his big fights. Gamboa ended up losing to everyone, and Mean Machine lost to Virgil." This fight has, with no doubt, become the talk of the town. Pros are also giving their picks on who is going to come out victorious between the two fighters. Boxing promoter Bob Arum believes there's only one direction this fight can go, and it's going to be Canelo Alvarez with his hand raised. He said, "I think Canelo wipes the floor with him. I love Crawford. I told you with Crawford and Spence that Crawford would beat the hell out of him. But Canelo is a different proposition. It's an interesting fight, but I think there's only one winner. Canelo is used to fighting a particular level, and I don't think that Terence can hurt Canelo, but Canelo can hurt Terence. No surprise there. Who wouldn't have Canelo as their favorite in this match? He has fought a higher level of opponents. He has won more championships. And don't forget, he's been in the ring longer than Crawford, and there is no denying that as of right now, Canelo Alvarez is the face of boxing. The numbers speaks for themselves. He gets the highest PPV buys. He's got 16.4 million followers on Instagram. This Mexican superstar has the whole crowd coming in to support him. While on the other hand, Terence is going to play the villain. He is the underdog in this fight without any doubt, and this either be a bad thing or a good thing. Now imagine having the whole world telling you that don't have a cat's chance in hell to do something. That right there is what Crawford has got to deal with. Now either the pressure will fall or he'll stand tall. This can be the only thing that gives him limitless motivation to work hard and prove the whole world wrong. Because let's not forget, this is why Crawford wanted this fight in the first place. He could be the most dangerous Crawford we have ever seen come fight night. So folks, you can't write him off just yet. And that's exactly what Shakur Stevenson is doing. He believes that Crawford can not only beat Canelo, but outbox him. He said, "I think Bud can beat Canelo. Like I have been saying, size doesn't win fights, I think skills do so. I think being a southpaw with good movement and sharp boxing, it'd be hard for Canelo with that high guard to walk him down and load up on them big hooks. I think Bud beats Canelo's." Now those are some really good points, and if I were you, I wouldn't take the words of a 20-0 Shakur Stevenson lightly. I guess we'll have to wait to see how this one plays out. So there you have it, Fight World. That's all I have for you today. Make sure to like this video, comment, and share. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you next time. Until then, peace out.